support of the responsible, realistic budget that was made by the Appropriations Committee, and to ask your support in helping us to override the veto of the Chief Executive this afternoon. I want to start by sharing some facts about the budget that I believe have been misrepresented or mischaracterized in the past few days. And it's important for the record that we correct, when we have the opportunity, those facts. First, no students will be harmed in the passage of this budget. In fact, this budget includes incredible support for education, for students, for schools, for communities, and for teachers. It restores funds to Maine public schools that were taken during the curtailment process earlier this year, and covers the cost of municipalities accepting the responsibility and the shift of teacher retirement normal cost. This budget puts us on track, both in finance and in statute, to be on track for reaching 55% in the foreseeable future. It includes $500,000 for the Bridge Year program that helps kids access college earlier and helps put them on a track for success as they head out of high school and into what comes next. There's actually $300,000 in new spending, new investment in the future through the Jobs for Maine's Graduates program. That's a fact. $300,000 new dollars to Jobs for Maine's graduates that will go a long way in helping future leaders in the state of Maine, again, have a great start. There's also new funds in this budget for the Baxter School to help fund their transportation challenges as they seek to meet the needs of the deaf and hard of hearing students across this great state. It includes additional funds for high school students who want to take college courses. Because again, what we need is more students having more education and opportunity here in the state of Maine. This budget focuses on funding and investing in proven, ongoing, and current programs that exist to help and invest in Maine students. And it rejects new spending in unproven initiatives that have yet to be off the ground in Maine. Every single budget is a big document. It's not my first budget, and for most of you, it's not your first either. But when I think about this budget, there are so many reasons to vote today in support of the budget and to override the veto that there isn't enough time that would be worth your time for me going through it. We are faced with tough choices in this building every single day. Some, like this one, that captures the attention of the entire state of Maine all at once. And then there are choices that we make in committee, in the hallway, at our desks, that are just as tough and don't get us a single phone call, a single email, a single pat on the back, or a scowl as we walk out of the building. Today is one of those moments where it feels extra tough. It feels extra hard. But I will tell you with confidence that this vote should be easy. Because when you're faced with those moments that seem tough, that seem complicated, what you need to do is do the right thing. And that's a gut check. That's a moment. And in this budget, there are so many reasons, whether it's schools and students, like I already talked about, or dairy farmers that are supported in this budget, the elderly and the Drugs for the Elderly program, our state workforce and state services delivered across this amazing state. We could go through every department and every committee and your report backs, and you'll see the good things that we did, that you asked us to do in a unanimous form. And every single one of those reasons, whether they are $1 or $1 million or more, are worth pushing the button to override this veto. But by also overriding the veto today, you prevent chaos. You prevent chaos and disarray that would not be a reflection of the work and integrity that went into the creation, the crafting, and the tough decision-making that led to the unanimous decision of the Appropriations Committee, to the 2/3 support of the other body and in this body, and in my opinion, Mr. President, that should lead to the override of this veto today. So I ask you to join me because this budget is fair, because this budget is balanced, because this budget is responsible, and most of all, because it is the right thing to do, to join me in voting to override this veto today. Thank you, Mr. President.